Is it possible to gaslight yourself? Hello, I'm Dr. David Hawkins, Director of the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute. And yes, it is possible to gaslight yourself. Now, what I mean by that, you're not intentionally trying to throw yourself off. You're not intentionally trying to disregard yourself. But that's what ends up happening. To the extent that you question your own reality, to the extent that you talk yourself out of what you know to be inwardly true. Why? Because you've been dismissed and doubted for so long by a person or maybe people that you've trusted. You've entrusted yourself to them, and they have let you down again and again and again. And so perhaps through that process, you've grown to distrust yourself. Maybe it occurred even before adulthood. Maybe you had parents who didn't value you, who didn't affirm you, who didn't recognize your need to be heard, to be seen, to be accepted, to be valued, to be told that you were enough, all God-given rights and needs. And so you perhaps went into adulthood feeling unseen, unheard, unknown, devalued, told that you were not enough. And you've learned then through many hard experiences to distrust yourself. All right, where does that leave you then? I want to give you several points. It leaves you, first of all, with a need to be seen, to be heard, to be accepted, to be known, to be valued, to be told that you are enough. These are needs, and they are important needs. It's critical that you recognize that you have these needs. It's okay. It's okay. It's part of being human. I have these needs. You have these needs. Point number 2. So with a need to be heard, to be seen, to be valued, to be known, to be accepted, to be told that you were enough, with that need in mind, you are going to need self-validation and self-compassion. It's a thing, folks. It's a thing. Self-validation, where we spend time with ourselves, where we listen to our feelings, we label our feelings, we know our feelings, we recognize when we have been triggered. That's point number 2. So with a need for self-validation, self-affirmation, you will need to notice when you are triggered. And we all are. We're all triggered. And those triggers are trailheads. They point us to wounds that we have in our life. And so, next point. Because you have a need to be heard, to be known, to be seen, to be valued, to be accepted, to be told that you are enough. In addition to self-validation, you're going to need to find trusted people who will affirm you, who will value you. So first step, remember, is to acknowledge that you have these needs. Second step is to validate yourself. Validate, yes, this makes sense that I would feel this. Point number 3, we create in our world opportunities at reparenting. We find trusted people who will affirm us, who will see us, who will know us, who will value us, who will accept us, who will recognize our need for value and to be known and to be told that we are enough. We will find trusted people who will give us those qualities that we need. And last point, we walk through the world getting triggered. And those times of being triggered where our wounds rise to the surface, those are opportunities for self-validation, and we contact those people, and they're out there, aren't they? Who will value you and whom will sit with you as you work through the wounding that you perhaps still have to this day in different situations. You guard against going to people who will invalidate you. All right, again, in summary then, is it possible to gaslight ourselves? It sure is. It sure is, in the sense that we invalidate what we think, feel, and want. And so we need to recognize that we have these God-given needs to be heard, to be seen, to be accepted, to be valued, to know that we are enough. I know I'm repeating that again and again because I want you to get it. I want you to think about it. I want you to own it. You then know that these are God-given needs. You validate yourself. And you find people who will walk through the world with you in your wounding and in their wounding. And you seek opportunities where you are triggered to know yourself and to bring compassion to yourself in those situations. All right, love to hear from you. Tell me what you think about this video. We have many more. Click on the link to subscribe to our videos. And if you need some help, and we all do, please contact our client care team and they will help you discover the next path for you in your healing. All right, take care and God bless.